It truly is still sinking in for so many of us. We can only imagine what the family of Chief of Defence Staff, General Bipin Rawat, and the 11 other servicemen are going through. The country is still coming to terms with the sudden demise of its top military officer. You're looking at images of the wreath-laying ceremony that was underway a short while ago at the Madras Regimental Centre in Tamil Nadu's Wellington, 10 kilometers away from where the helicopter crashed. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin is seen here paying his last respects to the CDS and to the others who lost their lives. The mortal remains of General Bipin Rawat, his wife Madhulika Rawat, along with the others, are to be brought to the national capital in a special Indian Air Force aircraft later this evening to the Palam Air Base. On Friday, the mortal remains will be brought to the Chief of Defence Staff's residence, and people will be allowed to pay their last respects from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Friday. After that, a funeral procession will be organised from Delhi's Kamraj Marg to Brar Square at the Delhi cantonment, where the last ceremonies will take place. The cremation of General Rawat and his wife will take place at the holy Brar Square. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has just briefed both houses of parliament and paid tribute. He also revealed the sequence of specific events which led to the catastrophic tragedy yesterday, taking the lives of the Chief of Defence Staff and 12 others, including his wife. Rajnath Singh said that at 11:48 a.m. yesterday, the chopper took off from the Sulur Air Force Base and was supposed to land in Wellington at about 12:15 p.m. But at 12:08, the chopper lost contact with air traffic control and crashed shortly thereafter.
General Bipin Rawat, डिफेंस सर्विसेज स्टाफ कॉलेज वेलिंगटन के स्टूडेंट ऑफिसर से इंटरेक्ट करने के लिए अपने एक शेड्यूल्ड विजिट पर थे। एयरफोर्स के Mi-17V5 हेलीकॉप्टर ने कल 11:48 पर सुलूर एयरबेस से अपनी उड़ान भरी, जिसे 12:15 पर वेलिंगटन में लैंड करना था। सुलूर एयरबेस के एयर ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल ने लगभग 12:08 पर हेलीकॉप्टर से अपना कांटेक्ट खो दिया। बाद में उनूर के पास जंगल में कुछ स्थानीय लोगों ने आग लगी हुई देखी। जब वे भागकर उस स्थान पर पहुंचे तो उन्होंने मिलिट्री हेलीकॉप्टर के अवशेष को आग की लपटों से घिरा हुआ देखा।
India Today's Pramod Madhav visited the crash site to report directly from that location. He sent us this report this morning.
We are currently at Nilgiris district, and this location is called Kateri. This is the place where the ground zero is. Unfortunately, the Mi-17V5 helicopter crashed, and for now, police personnel have not provided any permission to reach the spot. But however, behind us, almost 100 meters from us, you could see the crash spot. On that place, you could see Army personnel, Air Force personnel, everyone over there. The debris are still present at that point. The Army personnel and Air Force personnel are trying to take pictures, collect various equipment from there, perhaps like data recorders and such, and not just that, over there you could see the broken trees as well. Earlier eyewitnesses said that as they were inside the home, you could see a couple of homes over there. They heard a loud bang, and then suddenly something came up crashing on those trees, and that was the Mi-17V5 helicopter, unfortunately killing 13 people, including the CDS. And one more information which we got is that the locals from this region were the first one to actually reach the spot, and they tried to help many people. And through these actual slopes and everything, they tried to bring out the people, and they have played a very important role in trying to rescue people at this point as well. Commendable job by the people from Kateri as well. The DGP of Tamil Nadu, Sailath Babu, has also reached the spot. He's also inquiring what happened at this point. And as we speak, the Chief Minister is at Wellington. Guard of honor for the fallen heroes is expected around morning, and from there to Sulur, and from there the mortal remains will be flown to Delhi as well. This is ground zero. This is where the unfortunate accident occurred. With Virajas Divyan, Pramod Madhav for India Today.
India Today's Rickson Uman is live from outside the Madras Regimental Centre, where the wreath-laying ceremony ended just a short while ago, where the 13 mortal remains of those who lost their lives in yesterday's tragedy, the respects were paid to their mortal remains. Rickson, have the bodies left from Wellington, and are they on their way now to Sulur, or are they still at Wellington? What's the latest?
Well, Shu, the red-laying ceremony has just ended here in the Wellington, and within short few minutes, the mortal remains of General Bipin Rawat and others will be taken to Sulur via road. Right now, you can see from the visuals that this is the Madras Regimental Center, and the red-laying ceremony has just ended here. Just few minutes before, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has reached here and paid floral tribute to General and others. And within short few minutes, now the mortal remains will take to Zulur via road, and just before Telangana and Puducherry governor has also arrived here for paying her floral tribute to them, and now within short few minutes we can expect that this will start from here to Sulur, and by evening Sulur is around 75 kilometers away from this Madras Regimental Center, and after reaching there via air the mortal remains will shift to the national capital Shiv.
Rickson, thanks very much for that update. The images that you have on your screen right now are of the ceremony that took place earlier today. There will be more ceremonies taking place later this evening as well as tomorrow. Now I want to take you 10 kilometers from the regimental center to the place where the crash took place. India Today has accessed footage of the ill-fated Mi-17 V5 helicopter that crashed in Coonoor yesterday, killing Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat. Take a close look at this video. These are the final moments that have been captured on mobile camera and now form evidence that the crash court of inquiry will be looking closely at to arrive at the truth over what happened. The video was shot by some locals who lived near, and you can hear them asking about the sound of the crash. They're speaking in Tamil and they're basically saying, has it crashed? There is very clearly visible low cloud cover, and the helicopter appears to be in full control. There is the possibility of pilot disorientation owing to environmental and weather factors, but those truths will only come out as part of a detailed investigation, which is now being led as part of a tri-service effort led by Air Marshal Manavendra Singh of the Indian Air Force's Training Command. Now, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has informed Parliament that this tri-service inquiry has already begun into the chopper crash, which killed India's first ever Chief of Defence Staff. The inquiry, like I said, is going to be headed by Air Marshal Manavendra Singh. He is the person who heads the Indian Air Force's Training Command that's based in Bengaluru. He is, in fact, a seasoned helicopter pilot himself. Defence officials have already retrieved the black box, the flight data recorder and the cockpit voice recorder from the destroyed Mi-17 from the crash site. These are images of the black box after it was retrieved. Authorities have expanded the search area around the crash site from 300 meters to 1 kilometer from the accident spot. This black box that you see in these pictures will provide crucial data leading to the chain of events leading to the tragedy in the Nilgiri Hills yesterday. A team of Tamil Nadu Forensic Science Department headed by Director Srinivasan has also arrived at the crash site near Katteri in Coonoor in the Nilgiri Hills.
इस दुर्घटना के संबंध में इंडियन एयरफोर्स द्वारा एयर मार्शल मानवेंद्र सिंह की अध्यक्षता में एक ट्राई सर्विस इंक्वायरी के भी आदेश दे दिए गए हैं। इंक्वायरी टीम के ऑफिसर्स ने कल ही वेलिंगटन पहुंचकर अपना कार्य भी प्रारंभ कर दिया है।
അപ്പം മുരളിച്ചേട്ടനായിരുന്നു ഇന്നലെ മുരളിച്ചേട്ടനാണോ ഇന്നലെ ഇദ്ദേഹത്തെ
എടുക്കുന്നത്? ഞാൻ മാത്രമല്ല, ഞങ്ങളെ ഒരു ടീം ഫുൾ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ഞങ്ങൾ എല്ലാവരും തന്നെ എടുത്തത്. അതിന് മുമ്പിൽ കുറച്ച് ആൾക്കാർ ഈ ഓട്ടോക്കാരെല്ലാം ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, അവരെല്ലാം ഫസ്റ്റ് റീച്ച് ആയി അവിടെ ആ സ്ഥലത്ത്. ഓക്കെ, ഞങ്ങൾ പോകുന്നതിന് മുമ്പിൽ അവരെന്ത് ചെയ്തിരുന്നത്, അവിടെ ഉള്ള വെള്ളങ്ങളെല്ലാം എടുത്ത് ഈ കുടത്തിലും ബക്കറ്റിലും വെള്ളം എടുത്ത് ഒഴിച്ച് ഇതാക്കിയിരിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്, കിടത്തിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. ഓക്കെ, അതിനുശേഷം നമ്മൾ പോയി തിരിച്ചു നിറയെ വെള്ളം വാങ്ങി നമ്മൾ പുട്ടൗട്ടൊക്കെ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഇവര് മൂന്നാളും തെറിച്ച് അങ്ങോട്ട് വീണ്. എവിടെ ഈ ഇതിന്റെ ഉള്ളിലല്ലാണ്ട് കുറച്ച് അപ്പുറത്ത് താഴെ വീണ് ഇവര് മൂന്നാള്.
അപ്പം ഇദ്ദേഹത്തിന് നമ്മുടെ ക്യാപ്റ്റൻ നമ്മുടെ ബിപിൻ റാവത്തിന് അപ്പൊ എടുക്കുന്ന സമയത്ത് ജീവൻ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നോ?
ജീവൻ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്ന ആ ഫോട്ടോ മാത്രം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് അയക്കാം. അതായത് അയാള് കമ്പിളിയിൽ കൊണ്ടുപോകുന്നത്.
ഓ അതെനിക്ക് അയച്ചു തരാം അല്ലേ?
അത് അയച്ചു തരാം. പക്ഷെ ജീവൻ ഉണ്ടോ ഇല്ലയോ എന്ന് നമ്മൾ പറയാൻ പാടില്ല സാറേ, പറയാൻ പാടില്ല. അത് ഡോക്ടർമാരെ പറയാൻ പാടില്ല.
ആണോ? ശരി. പക്ഷെ അദ്ദേഹം അനക്കം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നല്ലോ. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എന്ത് തോന്നുന്നു? ജീവൻ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നാണോ തോന്നുന്നത്?
അത് വാങ്ങി തോന്നുന്നുണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ ഞാൻ അങ്ങനെ പേട്ടിയോ ഇല്ല. നിങ്ങൾ വന്ന് മുരളി ഫയർഫോഴ്സ് പോകുമ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെ പറഞ്ഞൊന്നും എഴുതാൻ പാടില്ല, തെറ്റായി പോകും.
ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ.
എന്റെ മേലെ എൻക്വയറി വരും അത്.
ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ. പക്ഷെ
എനിക്ക് എങ്ങനെ അറിഞ്ഞു നീ ആ ഡോക്ടർ, നീ എനിക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ പറഞ്ഞു, നീ എങ്ങനെ അത് പറയാൻ പാടുണ്ടോ എന്നുള്ള ചോദ്യം വരും നമുക്ക്.
ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ. പക്ഷെ അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് ജീവൻ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു അല്ലേ?
ഉണ്ടായ മാതിരി ഉണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ നിങ്ങൾ അതൊന്നും പറയണ്ട.
ശരി ശരി.
അതൊന്നും ഇപ്പൊ നമ്മള് ഡിക്ലെയർ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റൂല സാറേ, അതാ പ്രശ്നം.
ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ.
പക്ഷെ ആ ഫോട്ടോ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വേണമെങ്കിൽ ഞാൻ അയച്ചു തരാം.
ഫോട്ടോയോ വീഡിയോ ഒന്ന് അയച്ചു തന്നോളൂ കേട്ടോ.
വീഡിയോ ഇല്ല, ആ ഫോട്ടോ അങ്ങനെയാണ് ഞങ്ങൾ സെറ്റോടെ എടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ടായില്ലേ.
ഞാനിപ്പോ ഹായ് അയക്കാം. അതിലേക്ക് അയച്ചാൽ മതി.
ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ.
Our defense editor Abhishek Bhalla live with me from Wellington. He was there at the wreath-laying ceremony that took place a short while ago. Abhishek, have the bodies already left for Sulur? Take us through the sequence of what we're seeing. We understand that later this evening there will be a ceremony also at the Palam Air Base in Delhi.
Shiv, I'm just outside the Madras Regimental Centre now where the wreath-laying took place. It went on for an hour. There was the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, governors of Telangana and Puducherry, several officials, serving officers of the military, civilian officers as well, who were part of that ceremony. Foreign military officers who are here in the Staff College also paid their last tributes. And, the mortal remains will be coming out from here in a little while, and they'll be taken to Sulur straight away. From Sulur they will take a flight and they'll be reaching Palam at around 4 p.m. That's when the tributes will be paid even at the Palam airport, and once the mortal remains of General Rawat and his wife are taken to their residence, people can come there and pay their last homage as well. The last rites, we're made to understand, are scheduled for tomorrow, but the mortal remains will very soon be on their final journey from here to Delhi in a short while from now.
Abhishek, thanks very much for that. We're going to keep coming back to you. They will be in a special Indian Air Force aircraft to be brought back to Delhi. There will be a Shraddhanjali and wreath-laying ceremony in the national capital later today. The funeral of Chief of Defence Staff Bipin Rawat and his wife, Mrs. Madhulika Rawat, will be taking place tomorrow in the afternoon at the Brar Square in Delhi cantonment. We're taking a very quick break, leaving you with these images of what has just happened. We'll come right back to continue our coverage.